according to the news networks that are reporting on this, liberal news networks, of course, but I repeat myself, the journalists are shocked. They say they are shocked. This is so unexpected. I don't know how they could possibly say with a straight face, other than their sheer skill at mendacity and deception and dishonesty. I don't know how anyone could say with a straight face that something like this is unexpected. 6 days ago, the New Republic, one of the most prestigious and established liberal magazines, ran a cover with Trump's face as Hitler. Trump with Hitler's haircut, Trump with Hitler's mustache, big cover, American fascism, what it would look like. Here's what the New Republic wrote. We chose this cover image based on a well-known 1932 Hitler campaign poster for a precise reason. Anyone transported back to 1932 Germany could very, very easily have explained away Hitler's excesses and been persuaded that his critics were going overboard. Today, we at the New Republic think we can spend this election year in one of two ways. We can spend it debating whether Trump meets the 9 or 17 points that define fascism, or we can spend it saying he's damn close enough and we'd better fight. New Republic says we unreservedly choose the latter course. Better fight. Now, what do they mean by fight? When Trump says fight, 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 he's saying defend yourself. Pretty clearly, he's got blood on his face because someone has attacked him. When the New Republic says we'd better fight, they say clearly what they mean. They say Trump is Hitler and anything goes. Anything to stop him would therefore be justified. And it's not just the New Republic. It's not. How many liberal journalists who are now crying crocodile tears, how could this ever have happened? How many of them have spent the last 8 years saying Trump is Hitler, Trump supporters are Nazis, our republic is at stake, this Trump poses an existential threat to democracy? Forget the journalists. They've all said that. President Biden and the Democrats. How many elected Democrats have said Trump poses an existential threat to democracy? Our democracy will not survive if Trump gets reelected. This year, democracy is on the ballot. How many of them have said this? And then they're so surprised when shots ring out at a Trump rally and the former president goes down, comes up blood on his face. Surprised? Forget about what they've said about Trump. 2017, you remember? It seems so long ago now. It wasn't that long ago. A leftist shot up the congressional baseball game, nearly murdered Republican Congressman Steve Scalise. Just a couple of years ago, a leftist traveled across the country to murder Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh in order to prevent the Dobbs decision from coming out overruling Roe v. Wade. Justice Kavanaugh sitting on the Supreme Court because of the election of Donald Trump. You don't need to imagine this stuff, to say nothing of all of the violent rhetoric that we've heard coming from elected Democrats and establishment media. So they're all going to run away from it now. They're going to cry their crocodile tears. Maybe they'll stand by it, what they've said. Many of them will try to deny it. Don't let them say it's unexpected. This is entirely expected. I truly hate to say that many of us have told you so here. For months, what have we said? The only way that they can beat Trump is to kill him. They can't. They've tried to prosecute him. That hasn't worked that well. They've tried to outpoll him. That hasn't worked that well. They tried to beat him in a primary. That hasn't worked that well. They've tried this. They've tried that. There's really not. They tried to debate him. They tried to do this. They tried to do that. We've said, well, the only thing left they can do is kill him. Presidents have been assassinated before. How many presidents have been assassinated? Not that many, of course. But it happens. 4 presidents in American history have been assassinated. 2 presidents have been injured in assassination attempts. Can't think of any former presidents who have been assassinated. Another reason that Trump has now made it into the history books where he was already. It doesn't change the campaign so much for those who have been paying attention. When the Democrats have said this is an existential battle for our republic, our very country is on the line, Trump is Hitler, the ones who are paying attention and the ones who mean that, they know what the stakes are. And when conservatives have said, hey, Democrats, how about you dial back the rhetoric a little bit? Multiple prominent Republicans have happily survived assassination attempts in recent years, and they're going to try to kill Trump. This is the only way this story ends, is someone is going to try to kill Trump. We knew what was going on. We knew what the stakes were. So this event doesn't change the stakes so much. It just makes those stakes clearer to anyone who wasn't paying attention.